Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our Pyanodons playthrough. In this episode, we are going to be moving towards neuroprocessors, and first we're going to need to work on some nexelit. I've let the game run for quite a bit since our last episode, and I've done just a bunch of different housekeeping items, one of which was to get some more quartz mining going on. So I'm stacking that, bringing that to a chest, and then that's getting picked up and brought over to our quartz processing area just to supplement the different quartz needs that we have. So, because we're actually using quite a bit of crushed quartz too, and that was starting to run out. Another thing that I did is I explored a lot to try to find a nexelit mine. So I was just running around, and I finally found one down here. There's a raw nexelit rock. So we're going to be able to mine that and bring that back. I believe all we need for that is drill heads. And I probably will need rails for that. Another thing I did is set up just some basic crafting stations for the different modules. And I was letting productivity build up first, but now I think I can let speed and efficiency build up. Efficiency is actually very nice in anything that uses drill heads because drill heads count as burner things, and so putting in efficiency modules essentially means you don't spend very many drill heads anymore. So it saves you a ridiculous amount of drill heads. And then I've also run around and put productivity modules in basically everything I can that at least a lot more of the expensive things, anything that has to do with chromium, anything that has to do with circuits. You know, I changed all of these buildings to tier 2 and put productivity modules in all of them. I put productivity modules in all the battery related buildings. I put productivity modules in the Cermet related buildings, except for this one. Forgot about that. And put productivity modules in the wafer related buildings. So we're getting just a lot more bang for our buck with all of this. I'm running out of borax? Are you serious? That's not what I expected to see. Let's go check on our borax. Ferrite, we've got full productivity, so unfortunately I can't put productivity in these. Don't know why, but that's just how it is sometimes. So we're getting a lot more red circuits than before, just because there's productivity along every step of the way. My bots, I've added a ton of them into the network, and they're still overworked. That shows you just how much is being produced right now. All 1,106 of them are being used. So back to borax. Am I really out of borax, or is it just the bot shortage that's the issue? Looks like it's just the bot shortage. We just don't have enough bots to carry things everywhere. So let's drop 100 more into the network. Maybe that will help catch things up. So where was the borax is coming in here. Yeah, it looks like we just don't have enough. I wonder if the request for borax is too small or if the bots are just behind. The request is pretty small. Let's bump that up to 50. That's probably what the issue was. In any case, I also needed a lot more tinned cable, so I've added a few more tinned cable producers around the sides, and it looks like they've all started to fill up, so that's good. That means we finally caught up on tinned cable. Put productivity in all the nylon-related making things. Advanced small parts, that was a good place for 8% more productivity, considering how expensive they are in total. Where else did I put productivity modules? I can't remember. Oh, and then I also improved my Ulrich food. I switched the Fawoge makers to Mark II. I switched this factory to Mark II to get 8% productivity on that. I switched the recipe here to use manure and biomass to make Rayleighias a lot faster. I did check. The amount of manure we use is very insignificant compared to the amount we get back. Because 5 manures used to make 18 flowers, and each flower makes a little bit more than one food. It's really like 1.1 or something after the productivity. And then each food makes like 5 manure. And so one flower essentially will make like 6 or 7 manure, and we get 18 flowers from 5. So yeah, I mean the percentage of manure that we're using to increase the speed is pretty small. So I actually added some bots into this building so they can just carry the manure and biomass to these buildings. And so now I'm producing Ulrich food at a much faster pace. The actual slowdown is this factory building, which is kind of funny. I didn't anticipate that to be the place things would slow down. So what I'm going to try to do here is actually see if I can fit a second one in here somehow. I can... I don't even know how this would work. Can I somehow put one here? Yeah, I mean, I guess what I can do is just keep that, and then I'll just do a wood requester here. And the bots can deliver that. So that'll make things a little faster here. And obviously we've got plenty of tin plates, guar, and ash. Those are just being brought in from the outside. So hopefully that'll keep up with the Ulrich food demands for our manure. Gosh, we're still at 0 out of 1,206 bots. Our poor base, it's hurting. It's doing everything it can right now to figure stuff out. I'm trying to think of what else I did. I think I covered most of it, but... yeah. All the expensive liquids, like this etching solution as well, added some productivity there. Oh, this is a place I bet I need productivity. Is the silicon. So let's use some high pressure furnaces, tier 2. Get rid of one of the buildings. And that should help save some pure sand and coal dust, hopefully. Oh, and I also want to check on optical fiber to make that more efficient. Looks like we've already done some of that. We do need tier 2 electrolyzer and automated factory. So we'll do that. And then, how did I end up with 2 factory buildings? Huh. I don't know how that happened. And then electrolyzer is in raw ores right here. Plunk that down. Get a little bit more productivity where we can. So, optical fiber is as productive as we can make it. Get rid of these old coal mines. Yes. So, I guess the next thing to do, I think I researched railways. So let's go get some rail producing going on. I think it needs treated wood, so I'm going to go over to where I'm making treated wood. Which is here. Oh, and my plastic, just kind of continuing to catch you guys up on what happened. My plastic stopped at some point, and it was because I forgot to unload these barrels from the building. So, like, the barrels had gotten all stacked up. So, got that fixed as well. Okay, so rail segment. Which one's better? So treated wood wise, the second one's definitely better, and solder wise, the second one's better. I mean, I think this is just better in every way, right? So we get 4 times as many rails, and instead of using 1 stone, we're using 4 bricks, which is basically 8 stone. So we're using a little bit more stone, but 1/4 the amount of treated wood, way less solder. This is 2.5 solder per rail. This is 1/4 of a solder per rail. And then iron-wise, it's a steel plate for every 4 rails, or an iron plate for every rail. So, I mean, that's not even that different. So we'll definitely go with this one. Requester chest. Do some requests here. Take out the treated wood request. Am I out of steel? No. Okay, I'm just out of bots. I did already know that. And we will put those in provider chest. Stacks to 100, so we'll start with 1,000 rails. That will build up. Can't believe our bots are still out. Can I get the tier 2 yet? Cargo bot Mark II. Does require chemical science, which we have. It requires all that. We got it, we got it. We don't have super steel and nexelit batteries. That's the hard part. And, I mean, gosh, each bot requiring all of this, that makes each one very expensive. I actually have everything I need to make nexelit batteries. Huh. High-tech trains, huh? We can build these, can't we? And research them, right? High-tech floating locomotive, max speed 367, and acceleration power 800 kilowatts. Consumes nexelit improved fuels. Oh, so we have to make nexelit batteries. But then when you have a spent nexelit battery, you only need 3 nexelit to recharge it. That's cool. Interesting. I'm excited to try that. Do you need special rails? Or probably not. Okay, well, maybe we'll do these cooler trains then. Sweet. So we will need to make some nexelit batteries here, but thankfully I have everything I need. I'm not really making olefins, but there's a lot of good ways to make it. Let me kind of look through. Can't do that quite yet because I don't have high science. So this is probably the route that I'll go, potentially. It's a lot of tailings and aromatics, but we have plenty of tailings, generally. And I don't want to use metal. I guess the question is this better? 300 lubricant or 800 tailings, 500 aromatics? Probably just lubricant from aromatics from tailings. Well, from cold water slurry from tailings. Because we already have a lot of lubricant going, so I'm just going to make this one in a multi-purpose cracker. Multi-purpose cracker, Mark II. And I've got a bunch of lubricant right here, so I'll just make it right here. And I'm trying to remember, what was all this lubricant for? It was for Cermet, I think, which we're probably using a decent amount less of because of productivity modules. Yeah, it was for the Cermet. But we've got 8% more Cermet, and then everything that Cermet goes in, we've got 8% more of. And then we get 8% more from that. So we get an extra 24% plus the multipliers in between, so like 26% more, which is not exactly 26% less lubricant, but something like that. Still short on borax here. This one. Okay, we're just going to change this to 200. That should fix it. My bots are still behind, so that's part of the problem. Alright, so what was I doing? Oh, yes. Gosh, these bot swarms, I feel bad. We were making olefins. Right here from Steam. That's too close to that. Maybe I'll put it up. I don't have a lot of space. My base is very packed tight. Probably too tight. But I'll do this. We'll connect lubricant over and then we need another charging port. Oh, I also replaced my power with Mark II turbines. I don't remember if we did that on screen or not, but I replaced all the tier 1s with Mark IIs, and so that means they're using a lot less combustion mixture to make the same amount of power, and we just have a much higher power cap. And I could add a few more of these still, because I didn't make as many of these as I originally had. You can see I still have 18 combustion turbines left over, so... Oh, I forgot to replace these with Mark II. I should go do that. That'll add even a smidge more efficiency. Okay. And I should probably add a couple more of these still. I feel like I don't have quite enough. Oh, this can't flow through? That's bogus. I assumed it could flow through and you could connect them up that way. Guess not. Okay, so we'll come down and around here. So it works if you directly connect them like that, but not if there's a space in between. Alright, well now we have plenty of power. I'm sure there are ways that I could revamp all of this to be more efficient. Probably just use tailings to power the whole base at this point, easily. Along with all that extra naphtha that we're getting from various processes. But anyway, back to this. We need steam. So that's going to be from a boiler, which I'll put right there. Where's the nearest water? We have water up here. And then we need some sort of quester for coke. I'll feed that in. Okay, so then we get soot. Now, soot is interesting. I believe you can make silver from soot. Am I remembering that correctly? Copper, gold plate, iron ore, lead ore. Yeah, you can make silver plates from soot. And that's really all you can do with it, is make a few different things. I might end up wanting to make gold plates, because right now I don't think I'm struggling for lead or silver. I can go check, but yeah, it looks like I'm fine on lead and silver. So I guess I'll just wait until I need gold plates, and then I'll try to get some of that from soot. Let's see. Oh, guess I'm getting messages on Discord. So soot needs to go into probably an active provider. And then bitumen, interesting, because in this, bitumen's actually very good, but in this case, I need to get rid of it. I could turn it back into crude oil and turn that back into heavy oil, I believe, yeah, and then turn that back into lubricant, which would be kind of funny. 10 to 10, oops, 100 to 100, 100 to 150, so then this would make 75 lubricant, basically, if we wanted to recycle that. but I don't. So what I'm going to do, first of all, is ask the question, can I do productivity? The answer is no. We want to barrel the olefins. And then, honestly, I think I just want to barrel the bitumen as well, except we will have an overflow valve on that. And we will eventually just sinkhole the extras once we have barreled enough. So this will be olefins barrel, fill. This will be bitumen barrel, fill. And we'll let that bitumen one completely fill up before we start dumping the extra. Okay, so that should do it for olefins. And I needed olefins to make nexelit batteries, I believe, is where we were going with that. So let's... I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my window is making some strange noises because of the wind. It's really windy outside today. Okay, so we've got automated factory. I'm gonna build it out here. I'm gonna need nexelit batteries. Bam. Nexelit plate, zinc acetate, nylon lead. They're pretty expensive. And the anthraquinone, I don't know how you pronounce that. Please tell me. Oh, no, we can't get productivity. Sad day, sad day. Okay, so we're gonna unbarrel here and here. And then we want I'll call it AQ, for lack of a better way to pronounce it. So it's olefins. And then we need just a regular old requester. And there we go. We got nexelit batteries. What did they stack to? Stack to 50. I will just leave it at 50 for now. We've got our 1,000 rails. That's good. Our bots are still 0 out of 1,200. I almost can't believe that. I don't even... What all is my factory even making? Like, look at all this craziness. What is even happening? I have no idea. Let's add some more bots, though. I mean, don't want my factory to be starved for bots. It's probably things like salt and sodium hydroxide and sand that are taking up most of the bots' time and energy. I just realized I may be able to get... Yes, I can. Oh my gosh. I should have done this a long time ago. I can get a cargo robot capacity upgrade. And speed upgrade. 2 speed upgrades. Oh my gosh. Why did I not do this? I forgot this is what I unlocked with chemical science. Unfortunately, they already carry 6, and that only upgrades them by 1. But that's a 16% increase in cargo size, which is good. And then a huge increase in speed. Right now, I don't think there's any bonuses. Yeah, right now they have no bonuses. Hey, that says improved robotics. I think that was a little typo. Improved. Okay, let's watch their speed get faster as soon as this research finishes. It's so fun. Bam. Now they got plus 35%. Which is actually a significant difference. We should see the bots available start to go up after these researches are done. Because this will be a huge shift in their speed. Yeah, now we're at 75%. And then when you combine that with the cargo size improvement, that'll basically be double the efficiency between their increased speed and increased carrying capacity. Still at 0, though. Wow, we must have been really backlogged on stuff that bots needed to carry. So they're probably catching up at this point. I'm sure they're catching up. because they're going 75% faster. So at this point, it's just a matter of time, but I want to see it happen. The cargo capacity will help too. There it is. Now they can carry 7 items each. Still 0 logistics available though. Wow. Crazy. Holy cow. There it is. Now they've caught up. Okay. Well, because of those upgrades, I probably won't need to add more bots into the network for a long time. Even in the worst of moments. Why is this not making anything, though? Is this not being barreled? I bet it's not being barreled. I think I'm just using it where it's being produced. Oh, I also... something had stalled in here. I can't remember what it was. Oh, yeah, so I had put productivity in this one, but this is a steam loop, and so I actually ended up backing up on steam, so I had to set up a little overflow valve for when we get extra water. Because I put a little bit of productivity and everything so we can get more rare earth oxides. But anyway, this is what we need to be barreled right here. So let's throw a barreling plant down here. Anthraquinone. And we're just going to do like 20 barrels. Because that does cost chromium. Which I think I've made chromium as efficient as I possibly can for the moment. I wonder if we're caught up on it. Probably not. Nope, definitely not. In fact, is something wrong? Yes, something is very wrong. What happened? I did mess up somehow. Okay, what's the situation? These can't output because this can't output. Huh. I'm not totally certain what's happening, but I think I can fix it by doing what? No, not that. I guess just putting the two things on different sides of the belt. Somehow that ended up stalling things out. Otherwise. No, that's very wrong. This needs to not be combined. Okay. I think I fixed it. Or maybe these lines just weren't long enough and it... Because I think the way I had it set up should work. I don't know what was... Because like somehow the Mark 1 had gotten backed up to here, so these couldn't output anymore, and therefore this couldn't output its Mark or grade 2 anymore. So something along those lines was messing things up. I don't know exactly what, but I think it's gonna be better now. And then this is on the wrong side. It needs to be on the right side. Does this fix it? Nope, that's the exact same thing. So I guess we do this. Still the exact same thing. Okay, I'll just switch this way. No, that was right. Gosh. Taking crazy pills. Okay, there we go. So that definitely stalled out my base for a minute to not have chromium, given that we were already short on chromium. Anywho, we're we're doing things, I promise. We're getting back to trains. High-powered nexelit trains. To go get some nexelit. There we go, nexelit batteries are a thing. That's good. So then... let me slow down time again. And we need stop, train stop. I guess they're just right here. And we don't want locomotives. We want like nexelit powered locomotives. Are those in HighTech? Yeah. HighTech floating locomotives. So let's compare. Max speed 367. Max speed 259. So about 50% faster. Acceleration power is 600 here. Whereas the acceleration power on this guy is 800. The weight is 1,000. The weight here is 2,000. So it's lighter as well. The weight there is 1,000. And the weight on this guy is 400. Ooh, dang. So these things are going to fly. So I'll just need 1 and 1, I think. And I do have LTN, I think. Do I have LTN? Do I need to research LTN? I do need to research it. Wait, no, that's actually not. I don't need that. It's called Logistics Train Network. Logistics Train Stop. There it is. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even research the signals and stuff. Whoops. Okay, well, let's do that real quick. And then I'll probably need all 1,000 rails. And I will need an inventory upgrade because apparently I've... so I should upgrade my nanobots. And then inventory... oh. I've already done all the inventory I can without spending chemical science. So I'm just going to get rid of some stuff. Don't need that soot. Don't need these random plantations. There's a lot of stuff I don't need here, I guess. Should help a little bit. So we need to build rails. And I'm just going to make a super simple railway. Just a single direction. I'm not going to worry about a rail network. I don't think I'm going to need it. Most of the ores I have are close enough, and if I need more, I can do simple rails to get those too. So we're going to go to here and set up a loop. Okay. And we need some sort of unloading shed, which I think is, which one's the biggest one? I guess I want it to be a passive provider, because then bots can just come pick up from it. So we want a passive provider deposit. Oh, this is part of the wrong network. Gosh dang it. Okay. So I guess I'll have to move this up to here so the bots can actually come pick it up. Yeah, I'll do that. And then I'll just get some undergrounds going here. Okay. There we go. That's all good. And then we need a logistics train stop and a logistics train depot, which is... you know what? I'm actually not going to make an LTN stop because I don't really need to do LTN. So I'll just make a regular train stop. And then we'll put the passive provider depot. Oh wow, that thing's huge. You could unload 2 trains onto that. okay, wait, I'm gonna be smart about this. Because of Bob's adjustable inserters, we can do this, and then this, and make them all 2 squares long. And then the real trick is to make them also sort of diagonal, because you can see that moves 8.5 compared to 4.6. And then the ones on this side, you gotta switch to this. And then it just unloads insanely fast, like that. And we could even fit another row on each side, like that. And we can't power all of it. That's a shame. Can't build substations yet, can I? It's kind of funny. I didn't anticipate that being a problem. Well, I can do that. That still is going to be stupidly fast. Okay, so then I need my nexelit HighTech floating locomotive. Oh, that thing looks so cool. And then generic wagon, connect it up. We need a requester chest for nexelit battery. 5. They have 500 megajoules worth of fuel too, and the acceleration is 200% and top speed is 150%. So this thing is going to fly. And now it's time to set up the rail all the way down to that nexelit rock, which is pretty much exactly southwest. So I think I can just go diagonal southwest. First, I need to let my bots deconstruct all this, though. Okay, so then we want to go southwest. I should probably not do blueprints. That's actually more complicated. I can just do this. We'll go around the whole bitumen thing. Perfect. Keep going. Okay, and where are we in relation to the rock? Oh, we're straight towards it. Look at that. All right. Continuing on. I mean, sometimes the shift click is so weird. Can you hold like shift and control? No, that doesn't really do much. There should be a way to hold shift so that it does the blueprint version, but it goes in a straight line rather than allowing it to curve. Sometimes it can be hard to get it to go in the straight line you want it to using the shift mode. All right. We'll also need to run a bunch of the long power poles down here, I think. All right. We will need an nexelit mine. That is a current problem. But this should do the trick. Loop this back around. Are you serious? I ran out of rails right there? Okay. We can fix this. We'll just go up here. That's hilarious. I had just enough to run out. Okay, so then train stop. Now, these are going to require drill heads, I believe. Let me just double check that. I was doing a nexelit chain here, so let's just do a couple clicks real quick. Clean nexelit, raw nexelit, and that's coming from this one, yeah, which does consume drill heads. Okay, so then what we're gonna have is a filter inserter unloading drill heads. We're gonna have to have some drill heads coming onto the train. Those will come down here, get loaded in there. Can't use burners, unfortunately. Do I have solar panels? I don't. Do I have accumulators? I don't. I was thinking I could just put like a solar panel and an accumulator, because that's the only thing that'll need power. And I guess the nexelit loading things will need power as well. So I'll move that to the edge. And then we will have a shed. I think we'll be fine. I actually already have one here. Got that loading in. And that should do it. So now I just need a bunch of the big electric poles. Start crafting a bunch. And we're going to need to make a nexelit mine. Now, that does need neuroprocessors. So as much as I need nexelit for neuroprocessors, we also need neuroprocessors for nexelit. Classic problems. But I'm hoping I can maybe make 20 easily without too much struggle, but we'll see. It took me quite a while to find that nexelit mine. It was not exactly a fun journey. Because I accidentally turned down the incidence of rocks, which are those big kind of chunks, to 25%. And I had forgotten that nexelit... Okay, I can stop making these. I've got plenty. I'd forgotten that nexelit actually mattered in terms of that because... yeah, so it turns out... Okay, and we need one of these... Wait, can I not fix the cargo inventory? Am I making... Couldn't... I thought you used to be able to do that. Am I making that up? Or does it just so happen that you can't do that on these trains? Okay, oh, you middle click. Okay, that's what it is. So we will want a middle click drill head. And then we'll want a middle click nexelit. And that will be... Can't click and drag, but that will be what we want everywhere else. Wow, these can hold a lot. And with how fast it goes, this thing could go around to like 5 different stops and bring back like 10 stacks of 5 different things. It's not actually too bad. And you can even put equipment in it. So, let's see how fast this thing is. Whoa! Okay, I'm sped up, but still, that's insane. Oh my gosh. It's like a bullet train. This is not sped up time. Holy cow. And it's barely using any of the fuel. Okay, that's awesome. That's really awesome. I am pleased. Okay, so we just need to work on neuroprocessors now. We've got all the nexelit mine stuff set up. Except we also need drill heads to be here. So let me get some roboports. I think I can build one here. That's not connecting to anything I don't want to be connected to. So this is drill head. Okay. So now Again, we need to take a look at neural processors. I think there are a couple things I have to get. Yeah, there's only one recipe, so I have no choice in this. Oh, I'm thinking of Pi Science. I have all of this except the nexelit matrix. Okay, we can do this. So I just need a nanomaterial factory. And I'm gonna put that wherever I already have some boric acid. Which is gonna be circuits 1. Boric acid, I swear it's already in here. Somewhere. Is it not? Am I making this up? What used boric acid? Something in here? No. So if it's not circuits 1, then it must have been science 1. Because I know I'm making it somewhere. I'm just going to look it up. Boric acid is used to make medium power resistors, and the second tier of capacitors, it's the boron trioxide. That's what it is, which is used to make optical sets. So it's over here. There it is. There's the boric acid I'm looking for. Okay. We're going to pipe some of that out. I should probably do overflow. Just to be safe. And then we'll output mode that. And I need a nanomaterial factory somewhere. I'll just put it over here. Filling in all available empty space. Pipe that over. See if we can get productivity in here. Hopefully get free 8%. I can. Look at that. And then we need a couple pressure pumps for vacuum. What's the rate that we need? 36 vacuum. Let's make 20. I think that would be plenty. And then we need treated wood and nexelit. Request that and provide. Use fast inserters because we do need a little bit of a faster rate, at least on the input. Okay, sweet. So nexelit matrix being created. They stack to 200, so I think one row is perfect. And then we need what else? I think that was it, right? Neural processors. These are expensive, to be sure. Oh, and brains. I don't have brains, do I? I'll use cotton guts for that. And then I need a bunch of this stuff. These are made in data arrays. Okay. Which there's no tier 2 of. And can I even get productivity on these? Oh. Good thing I chose 40% productivity. And then I can get 5 more. So we can get 60% productivity out of it. That's a good sign. It's a really good sign. What's the crafting rate though? 1 per second? It's actually not bad. So here's my thought. I make them inside of this building. I have room. I'll just plop a requester chest. Put all the things I need in the requester chest. So that's going to be... Oh, shoot. I lose the FNEI when I do that. Okay. I'm probably going to have to call it an episode before I finish this, but let's at least get it started here. So let's say we want 2 per second. And we're using full... Oh, wait, hold on. Someone told me I'm going to have issues with the turd upgrades working inside of factory buildings, and that is true. See, I'm not getting the 40% extra productivity. So, what I'm actually going to have to do is request, like, the substrate. Probably just 50 is fine. Let me pin this real quick. I'm going to have to request all these things to go outside the building. So let's probably do 100 seconds. So 84. And then air core inductors. 834. That feels like way too much. We're not going to do that. I'm going to do 400. And then 400 high power resistors. $400 Cermet, which I'm going to have to provide. 400 ceramic capacitors. Or 200. And this can change to 200. And the Cermet's 200. I'm doing 50 seconds, right? And then I'm going to have to make 1,000,000 brains. Okay. So I just need to provide Cermet and substrate. Just provide a stack of that, and... Uh-oh. Out of Cermet. Because I'm out of lubricant. I was wondering about that. My olefins. Oh, wait. This is because I'm out of aromatics? It is. Man. Sorry, this episode's getting really long. We just keep running into issues. So I'm actually out of tailings is the problem. Wouldn't have thought that would become an issue. But here we are. Okay, well, I'm going to have to call it an episode here, and we will finish our neural processor goodness in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you next time.